The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Branch High School for tonight's homecoming matchup, where your North Branch Vikings will host the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's broadcast here at North Branch High School, and it should be a good one. You got two of the best teams in all of Class 4A going at it here tonight at North Branch High School as we get set for tonight's game. And we're going to get to some pregame festivities here, so we're going to take a commercial break so that we can hear the interview with head coach Justin Voss of the North Branch Vikings. We'll talk more about what's to come here later on, but first, word from our fine sponsors, then that interview with Justin Voss.
Exhale slowly, letting any tension leave your body. Breathe in deeply as you stretch every fiber of your soul.
This woman's gonna kill me. I know, and she's so boring.
Now, lift your back.
I'd rather have the WCMP deals guy leading this class.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, grab a 5-bird pheasant hunt from Wings North for only $200. That's a $50 savings. Or sighting a rifle for just $10. Breathe.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Slowly now. WCMPradio.com/deals.
Game Day Gilman, and I'm now joined by the North Branch football head coach, Justin Voss. Coach Voss, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Looking at it, we're halfway through the season already. Your team is sitting at a good 3-1 record. Last week, you were able to get the victory over Mora. Talk about that game a little bit and some of the things you took away from that game.
Yeah, obviously Mora and us are very similar with what we do offensively and really even defensively. So we know each other very well, not just because we play in the past, but because we have similarities in how we go about our business. And so those make it tough because you know each other so well. And Mora is a tough football team. They're well coached. It's always a grind of a game, and our guys know that. So that week of preparation was really important for us to, after kind of that exciting Hermantown win, to make sure we didn't let that win kind of cloud our effort going into that next week for Mora. We really pushed hard. Our guys did an awesome job with their effort and their positivity throughout practice, and I felt like we got a nice step better, which is always fun to see that. And then going to the Mora game, and you know, it was a tight game and back and forth, and then we were able to get a few points on board and kind of turn the momentum our way, and it was fun to see us put a complete game together. We talked about throughout the year we've had these good football games for moments, but not the entire thing, and we really wanted that consistent game all the way through. I mean, we made mistakes, certainly, but we felt overall we played a complete game, and we like to see that, and watching film was fun to point out to the guys different things that they've improved upon from the previous week, and that always gets us motivated for that next week, and how can we get better. So good football team, and it's going to get a good win versus a good football team, which we did, so that's great.
You mentioned how these two teams very similar in how they run both offense and defense. So how hard is that, as I guess both sides of the ball, to try and be able to get something by the offense or by the defense that they maybe haven't seen or that they have seen, but you're just trying to get it by them?
Yeah, that's challenging. There's really no trick plays or no, little nuances that we can do offensively because they already know those things too. You know, we're fortunate enough, as most schools are now, to have iPads in a sense. We can review plays, and after drives, I'm like, let's see what they're doing. Oh, this is how they schemed us this time. And we, rather than taking a long time to figure out what that is, we can immediately see it because we're so familiar with each other. So that makes it tough, I think, as a coordinator, especially offense, because you might have little things that you think are effective, but versus a team that knows you so well, like Amora, and they know the nuances of our offense, it's easy to pick up on. So really what it comes down to then is you may not build out scheme a team, but it might come down to just those small things. And, for offense lines, our pad level and that burst off the ball is so important. And for our backs, even though they know about the deception as part of it, we have to make sure our deception is really on point so that we can hopefully freeze them for a second. So I almost feel like with a team like Moore, we played because they're so similar. It's those small things that are so important that we do well in order for us to find success.
And looking at this week, the coming up game against Duluth Denfeld, a very good team themselves. This looks like a very good matchup between these two teams. What are some of the things that you're looking at going into this week, trying to defend against that Duluth Denfeld team?
Yeah, Denfeld's in a great spot, and their head coach and their coaching staff, give it to them. They've done a great job over the last handful of years of getting them their program in a really solid spot, and they're a strong program, well coached, and this team here has a lot of talent, a lot of great athletes. Their running back is stellar, and he makes big plays happen all over the field. So he's a tough guy to stop. So, for us, looking at how we go about this week, we talked about that this is a very explosive offense, a very good Denfeld team. Our focus this week, as always, I feel like I'm almost have a broken record here, is what are we going to do this week to get better? And then in areas that we think are going to be really important for us to focus on, like pursuit on defense, how are we making sure we take a big step forward in that area so we're getting guys to the football? Because one way that you can stop an explosive player is making sure you get guys to the football and you're getting good tackling. So we really focus this week on ensuring that guys are finding the football, getting good reads, and then when they're there, making those good, solid tackles, because that's that's a way that you can stop an explosive athlete. With that said, sometimes it is what it is. I mean, we told the guys too, he's going to make big plays. There's just no doubt. There's no stopping that. So then after a big play, how do we navigate that? Are we going to be like, oh no, how do we bounce back? So it's really important that after a big play, we refocus ourselves back in and get back to work. So that's been a lot of the message, from the defensive side of the ball is being able to refocus and get that motivation back and keep working. Just because one big play happens doesn't mean it has to be followed by a second big play. So that's been a big part of our conversation. Our guys done a nice job with it. We've had a really good week of practice, which is always exciting, and we'll put our best foot forward versus a very good Denfeld team on Friday.
And you mentioned it, he's a young man, this running back for Duluth Denfeld, who is able to make big plays. But one thing I've noticed is they get him the ball as much as they can in many different situations, whether it's running it up the middle, outside, or even getting it to him in the passing game. So how hard is it defensively to try and defend against someone like that who is going to get the ball in many different ways?
It's challenging. You wish he was one-dimensional, like only ran the ball, didn't catch the ball, but he does both very well. So that has a challenge to it. What we try to do to the best of our ability is make our game plan simplistic. That way there's not too much overcomplication of what we're doing. But I feel like if that happens, a good athlete is just really going to take advantage of that. So we try to make a simple game plan that allows us to really provide support on number one, whether he's catching the ball out of the backfield, if he's a receiver, or if he's a running back. So we felt like we tried to have done that all week, and I think we're in a good spot where we feel like we have things in a position where we're keeping things simplistic and guys understand their responsibilities, and we go from there. So, yeah, that has definitely a challenge to it. And when we first started on Monday, we looked at, oh, my gosh, all these different possibilities of trying to stop him, and there's so much there. And in the end, it's like, is this even going to be effective? Because can we feel confident by Friday having our guys to really follow with this game plan? And we determined that was too much. As coaches, we were doing too much, so we pulled things away and kind of found what we feel is our best couple looks, and we're going to give that a go, and hopefully we'll put ourselves in good spots to be successful and limit, not stop him, but limit some of those big plays that he's used to racking up throughout a game.
And offensively, of course, their team knows how to put up points, has been scoring a lot per game. But for you guys, just looking at not just this year, in years previous as well, your team has just always, no matter what the score, what team you're playing, always seems to just have that resiliency to be in it to the very end. I think we saw it a couple weeks ago when you guys played Hermantown. It came down to the last minute and a half, and you guys were able to drive down the field and get a last-second touchdown to eventually win the game. Just talk about your team's resilience and how important that is as well.
Yeah, thanks for highlighting that. I appreciate it. You know, it's something that we've developed over time, and I always think that there's senior classes leave with certain things, and I think last year's senior class really taught us a lot about resilience, and it's great that we're kind of carrying that forward. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to do, and we're fortunate that we've had moments to kind of showcase that resilience, and I'm proud of our guys for that. I think what I kind of focus on with resilience is how we respond after the thing happened, wherever the big play or the mistake happened, and we try our best, and we're not perfect. We try our best to maintain that positive mindset. And I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it. I just think that if after a tough situation, you can have that positive mindset, there's able to be growth, and you can get right back to work. If you dwell on it and let it linger, it's just going to keep snowballing. And we talk about it often at practice when things aren't going well or we make a mistake is, okay, now what? Now what's our next step? What are we going to do? What do we want for this next play? And our guys are used to hearing it, and they know I'm a broken record too, but they understand the importance of it. And I think when you can talk about it so often and then give scenarios or situations that actually happen, and we can have conversations around it, guys understand the importance of it. So I think part of our resilience is that when things don't go well for us, it's okay. Let's get that positive mindset. Let's keep working. Let's keep supporting each other. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes it puts us in a good spot. And like you mentioned a couple of weeks ago versus Shermantown, I think our guys kept believing and kept working. They didn't stop just because of things not going our way. And it resulted in a last-second touchdown, which resulted in a win for us. So we're thankful for that. I would prefer for not that close, of course, but we'll take a win however we can get them. And this game's no different. There's going to be lots of plays that do not go our way. I am certain of that. And I'm always excited to see how do we respond. And led by our seniors, I'm hopeful, and I certainly believe that we're going to respond with that resilient mindset and keep on working and keep supporting each other.
And I think in big games like these, it does come down to a little bit of being confident going into that game, whether it just be with yourself or the game plan. What is something that maybe as a coach, or maybe it's just the players themselves, but what is something that they do or you guys do to help keep them confident? And you talked about it a little bit, but just keep moving forward and also, but just holding on to that confidence throughout an entire game.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know if I have the answer for that. I really think what it comes down to is the makeup of our team, the guys. You know, we feel that our seniors are always the leaders, and we rely upon them. And I always hope that the junior class learns from the senior class, and then that kind of carries over. And I think we see some of that. You know, I don't know if we as coaches do anything special to make that happen. I think it's our guys stepping up in situations and understanding what's best for our team right now. What can we do right now to keep us going and keep that confidence and keep believing each other? I think part of it maybe is our family culture that we try to develop. You know, we talk about family and family, we support each other. And when things don't go well, we're there for each other. And I think that might be part of it as well. So I don't know if I have a great answer for you now, but I think all those little pieces are our guys stepping up and understanding the situation and what we do to kind of keep improving and make those adjustments throughout the game. And also that family mindset. I think those are some key aspects that allow us to keep our confidence and keep working, keep focused throughout the game as those ups and downs happen.
Coach, looking at this team again halfway through this season, injury-wise, are there any injuries for this team that are keeping guys out, or a team fairly healthy up to this point?
Yeah, I would say they're fairly healthy. We have some dings that like all teams have, of course, at this point that, you know, guys might miss a practice here and there to kind of get that rehab going and get healthy. But overall, I think we're in an okay spot, and hopefully we can keep that way. We have an outstanding athletic trainer, Allie Hootman, who does just a fantastic job of rehab, recovery, and prevention, and we're so thankful to have her because a lot of what keeps us healthy is all the things she's putting in place and doing. So we're so thankful to have her on our staff, and she does a wonderful job for us.
And final thing here for you, homecoming week. It is homecoming, big game, not just the game itself. There's a lot of festivities happening. So what is the message to the players to try and help them remember, hey, enjoy it, but we got to focus up come Friday?
Yeah, we tell our guys, I don't know if everybody does this, we tell our guys, go enjoy homecoming. It's a prideful week, so much Viking spirit. I love that. That warms my heart. We tell our guys to enjoy it. They did all the powder puff and powder buff and all the different activities that we have throughout the week. Our activities, part led by Kinder Arlene, does an outstanding job setting up really unique events that just pull people into our district and our community, and it's always fun. So So we talk about enjoying that. And then also we have a job to do. So when it's time for practice, it's time to focus back in. And it's awesome to see our guys kind of relish that responsibility. Hey, have fun, and then remember, you come to practice, time for us to get better. And it's cool to see our guys, led by our seniors, step up to that plate and understand the importance of that. Last thing on our homecoming week is the Friday football game, and we want to make sure we do our best to put our best foot forward and do what we can to make it a successful end. So they understand that importance. But I love homecoming week for all our sports playing at all the home games, our soccer, our tennis, and volleyball, and then all the different activities we do. It's just a very fun week, and it just highlights what a great community we have and the outstanding support that we have. And we're thankful as a football program to be able to end that homecoming week on a Friday at home, and we're excited for that.
Coach, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I just continue to be thankful for the coverage that you guys provide and other folks are providing for this game. It's great to have high school sports in general out there and people watching, because our young people do great things. So any chance we get to highlight them, we're always thankful for.
Absolutely, always great to be able to. And Coach, I appreciate you joining me here, taking time to do this interview. It's greatly appreciated, and wish you the best of luck going forward.
Yeah, thanks, Ethan. Take care.
Thanks, you too.
If aches and pains are holding you back, Wellia Health is here to assist you. Our sports medicine team is dedicated to getting you back to your passions. With extensive experience and expertise, we specialize in managing concussions, a worry for both young athletes and adults. Whatever the injury, let's get you back in action with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or conveniently schedule through your MyChart account. Visit welliahealth.org for more information.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK. Ethan Game Day Gilman joining you here at North Branch High School for tonight's homecoming game between the Duluth Denfeld Hunters and your North Branch Vikings. The Vikings coming in here sporting a 3-1 record, having won a more of a lopsided game there last week in more a 42-14 win, and then the week before they were able to win on a last-second touchdown over Hermantown when they got the victory 48-44. Again, a last-second touchdown over Hermantown on a pass from their quarterback, of course, Robillard to Edwards in the end zone from 19 yards out. They were able to get that score, and you maybe heard it in the interview how that was a fantastic game there for the Vikings. And again, just the resilience they showed in that game. Never gave up, never were out of it, kept themselves in it, and even though things weren't going their way at certain points, they continued to play hard and play to the very last whistle, and it wound up getting them the victory. And the Vikings look for a win here today. The winner of this game will move to the top, or stay at the top of Section 7-4A. The Hunters currently undefeated at 4-0 at the top of the section, but their schedule has definitely favored them up to this point. Not a extremely tough schedule. Goanna, Edwards getting announced here. As we announce the starters for both of these teams, we'll get to that in just a moment, but the Vikings trying to defend home turf here this evening. They've got the red Vikings in the end zone, the red sidelines that turn into white, the North Branch logo at midfield. I mean, I am excited for this one, ladies and gentlemen. It should be a good one. Again, North Branch 3-1, Duluth Denfeld undefeated 4-0, and man, let me tell you, the winner of this one stays or continues to move up to the top of this section. This might be a preview of the section championship game. It just might be. These are the top two teams in the section. Probably will be until the playoffs, and I don't see any reason why these won't be the same two teams battling for a chance to go to state. It would not surprise, I don't think it would surprise anybody really if these were the two teams that we had at the last game of the playoffs before state, and we were seeing these two teams battle once again. So if you're looking to see these two teams play, this may not be the first time they'll play, or only time I should say. This will be, I think this might be a preview of what is to come here at the end of the football season, towards the end of October into November. For these two teams, Robillard being announced. He's a very good quarterback, very talented, able to do it both on the run and through the air. As we get ready for kickoff here at North Branch High School, you might be wondering, Ethan, it's barely 6 o'clock. We having an hour pregame? No, we're not. We are. It is a 6 o'clock kickoff. Well, a little bit after 6 o'clock kickoff now, but yes, we were set for a 6 p.m. kickoff here this evening for the Vikings homecoming as they host the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. The Vikings looking to defend home turf, getting 3 wins in a row after a Week 1 loss to Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes looks to be the favorite in Class 2A over Esco. Esco having a down year this year, to them anyways. They're 2-2, but still have had some pretty good wins, or 3A, excuse me. But I think Pequot Lakes is the team to beat in Class 3A that we know of, that we recognize at least. So it looks like the Hunters will start the game with the ball as we get ready for a Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza kickoff, of course, brought to you by Kettle River Pizza. Delicious tasting products, not just products, but pizza. Obviously, Kettle River Pizza. Tay Mans, the star running back there. Not listed as a starter, but might as well be, Bergner. But again, Tay Mans having a fantastic season. He'll see himself playing at the next level next year. Maybe he won't start right away, but he'll be definitely playing as he's got a ton of talent. Gets it done through the air, on the ground. He does it all. So as we get ready for a Kettle River Pizza kickoff here in North Branch, of course it is Chaz Johnson getting set to boot this one away for the Vikings. And there's the boot. It's going to roll past one Hunter player and then still up for grabs inside the 25, and a Hunter player falls on top of it inside the 25. That was nearly a great start for North Branch, as good as you can ask for, but the Hunters were able to fall on top of it. And it will be starting the ball on the own 22-yard line for Denfeld. They're underway at 6:05 p.m. Hunters offense comes out. Of course, Lee Brooks in the gun. Receiver on each side. 2 tight ends and running back Tay Mans to his left. No doubt who they're going to give it to. It's him. He's so patient, runs up the middle and gets a good chunk all the way to the 29 for a gain of 7. On first down, that'll bring up 2nd down and 3 yards to go. And Mans, very patient running back as well, able to stay back in the backfield and sometimes just let the blocks develop in front of him. But that doesn't mean that he is not afraid to turn on the juice and get upfield in a hurry, because he's able to do that as well. Very quick, very swift with his movements. 2 receivers left, 1 right for Brooks in the gun. Mans is to his left. Of course, he'll give it to him once again, spinning off of 1 tackle, then grinding forward, and he's pushed forward to about the 34-yard line for a gain of 5. And a new set of downs for Denfeld. And we had a chance to hear an interview with Coach Voss at the pregame of this one. And if you didn't hear it, you can rewind the YouTube and go back and hear it, or you can wait till Monday morning when it will be up on our website. But he was talking about how you may not be able to completely eliminate the big plays, but you can just make a few stops with the big plays for the Hunters. That is what the Vikings' goal is, of course. If you're listening on our YouTube, not watching, just listening on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. We just recently hit 1,000 subscribers. As Mans will take back this pass. He's got a man wide open and he's gone. And that'll be a touchdown for the Hunters. That is number 20, Kalijah Thomas. So Thomas with the 66-yard touchdown catch from Lee Brooks on the first pass attempt, and it is 6-0 Hunters on the board first. So the Hunters will go for the PAT. I believe that is, I can't tell, Owen Kroll maybe? Can't really tell that number. Number 88, don't have him on the roster. Oh well. Unfortunately for that, sometimes it's just a jersey difference, dark and light jerseys. Sometimes they're a number off. Or he may not, unfortunately, just have been on the roster. A muff snap, and the PAT won't even get off the ground as he was in trouble back there. Bobbled the snap a little bit and then had nowhere to go. So the PAT is no good, and it is 6-0. Hunters on top on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 10:32 to go in the first quarter. Vikings hosting their homecoming. So the 2 plays, touchdown drive or 3 plays rather. 3-play touchdown drive. So, Brace Orthodontics scoreboard. And the Hunters get set to kick this one away. Again, unfortunately, don't have 88 on the roster, but I can say his number. That's about all I can do, unfortunately. So here's the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. It's booted away. It's going to be a high lobbing kick. It's going to get by one of the returners and roll back past the 15, near the 10. But on the return is London Johnson. That's a horse collar tackle if I ever seen one, but they're not going to get the flag. Wow. Oh, no flag there. That's the clearest. That's the clearest horse collar tackle I've seen. That wasn't called. But either way, it's all right. They can't see everything, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I see it doesn't mean they do. So they do get it up past the 25, though, to about the 27-yard line, and that's where this North Branch offense will take over. They trail 6-0 to the Hunters. Tay Mans, he's not just going to do it on offense. Nope, he's going to go on defense as well. It's not super rare to see a guy go both ways, especially as good as he is, but for as often as he plays, sometimes it is. They will hand it off. London Johnson up the middle. He gets past the 30. And, well, excuse me, Olsen. I kept calling him Johnson. I apologize. Olsen. That's London Olsen to the 32 for 5. And London Olsen was on the return, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. That is my bad. So 2nd down and 5 to go for the Vikings. Power T formation. Robillard will give it one way, and it's up the middle. Got some room to run. That is Tyler Minke. No. That's number 40. They got Brody Mitchell in the game. Brody Mitchell all the way to the 45. Gain of 13 for Brody Mitchell. And now the handoff off the right side line to London Olsen, and he plows forward to the 50. It's another gain of 5 here for Olsen. New set of downs, and it's now 2nd and 5 after the Olsen carry, but it was brought up by Brody Mitchell on the 13-yard gain for the 1st down. Under center, Robillard, power T formation, gives it up the middle. Nothing doing on that one for Mitchell. On the carry, maybe a yard, if anything. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 to go, maybe 4. They do spot it at the 49, so it is a gain of 1 for Mitchell. So 3rd down and 4. Robillard will hand it off up the middle And I believe that time it is Olsen. Gain of about 3. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Vikings. Let's see what they decide to do. I think they're going to go for it here, though. So 4th down and 1 from the Denfeld 46-yard line. We'll see what the Vikings do. Robillard under center, power T. He'll take the snap. He'll give it up to Olsen. And Olsen, based on the spot initially, he got it. And looks like he will have it. It's a gain of 1.5 yards for Olsen, and it will be a new set of downs for the Vikings. 7:44 and counting here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Vikings trail the Hunters 6-0. So Olsen grounding and pounding here so far. 4 carries, 14 yards for him as the Vikings continue to move the ball on the Denfeld 44-yard line. Robillard will give it up this time to Minky. Minky's got some room down the right sideline. He's going to try to use SP. Breaks off a tackle. He's gone. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Minky from 45 yards away scores the touchdown to tie us at 6 apiece. Tyler Minky, his first carry goes 45 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have tied it up at 6 apiece on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And it looks like Chaz Johnson will line up to go for the PAT. Hopefully a little bit cleaner than the Hunters PAT. But we'll find out. Snap, spot, down, kick is up, and it is good. 7-6, the Vikings take the lead with 7:10 to go in the first quarter. You might be able to hear those sirens in the background. Some of the engines from the fire department here supporting the North Branch Vikings. They even got fireworks going off for the national anthem, and then also the touchdowns that they score will have fireworks. They do go all out here for North Branch Vikings homecoming. Gotta love it. This is Friday night football here in Minnesota. So the Vikings answer the drive from the Hunters. Hunters went 3 plays. Vikings took a few more, but they got in the end zone nonetheless. As long as you get in the end zone, that's what matters. A 75-yard touchdown drive. Extra point was good. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in the game. And we're not even halfway through the first quarter. We might be bound for a shootout, ladies and gentlemen. This is already good action. And I knew it would be. That's why I wanted to come to this one here this evening. Knew it was going to be a good one. Chaz Johnson is set for a Kettle River Pizza kickoff, and boom, there's the boot. It's going to roll past the 20 to the 25, inside the 20, and be downed at the 19 there by Dion Bergner. So Bergner will hop on top of that loose ball at the 19, and that's where the Hunters offense will take over. So Hunters on their second possession, trying to duplicate the first. We've got a big old towing semi going by, honking his horn for the Vikings homecoming. Everyone out here to support. Hunters will go 2 receivers right. They'll send a man in motion right, 2 left. They'll fake the give to him, and then, of course, up the middle to their star, Tyler Mans. Taymans. That's what his name is. Oh, and then we got a little extracurricular. We've got to watch out for that. So Taymans gets to the 24. It'll be gain of 5. And that's the thing with this Hunters offense is, they run the ball really well, but they can also pass the ball. Here come the Hunters. Receiver on each side of the formation, 2 backs in the backfield. They'll give it up to Mans. Mans, nowhere to go on that one. He got back to the line of scrimmage just. It's no gain, and it's 3rd down and 5. Blitzing the gap there. Looked to be Brody Mitchell. I couldn't tell if that was 40 or 44. It was one of the two. But whoever it was, man, he got through the gap quickly. And maybe Matthew Fenton or, again, Mitchell. Either one of them. One of them got through and made a nice play. Might have been Fenton. Here we go. Hunters, receiver on each side of the formation. 2 running backs in the backfield. Brooks in the gun. Brooks. Toss out to the right here for Mans. Mans has got some speed and some patience. Breaks off of one tackle. Sidesteps another, and then he's wrapped up. But he falls forward to the 29. It's a gain of 5, and that, based on the spot, that should be a 1st down, but that is close. Based on the initial spot, it looks good enough, and it will be. Yeah, it's actually the tip of the ball is going to sit at the 30, so it's gain of 5.5. New set of downs for the Hunters. And, you know, even though the Hunters run the gun and more of a spread, it's kind of similar in a way to the Vikings where they are okay with going down the field, taking 10, 12 plays, taking 5, 6 minutes off the clock and scoring, much like the Vikings are, even though, again, the Hunters can pass the ball. 2 receivers right, 1 left. In the backfield with Brooks is Kalijah Thomas, and now we're going to get a flag, and this looks to be on Denfeld. It should, well, maybe it's offsides, I don't know. They're going to have delay a game. So delay a game on the Hunters. And one of the things with Denfeld is they do have a few running backs that they can rotate through. Mans is not the only guy who's going to carry the ball. Thomas can. Brooks has shown that he's been able to. Bergner has also carried the ball. So they can go 3-4 deep. 2 receivers left, 1 right. It's Mans to the right of Brooks. Brooks in the gun. He'll take the snap. He's going to get it out quick on the left side there to Thomas. Thomas trying to get around one defender, but he cannot. Nowhere to go on the pass to Thomas. And looks like they didn't really move at all. So no gain on that one for Thomas. Thomas had a 66-yard reception on the first drive for a touchdown. And this one won't go anywhere on the quick screen out to the receiver. 1 receiver left, 2 right for Brooks in the gun. Mans to his left. Man in motion right, 2 left. They're going to fake the jet sweep. Then they'll give it up to Mans. Mans has got some room to the edge. You can't let him get outside like that because then, yep, there's the block in the back. Block in the back was called, and Mans' touchdown is not going to count. They got a block in the back or a hold. It's one of the two, but I think it's a block in the back right on the tight end on this near side. It's going to give you holding. Could have been both, honestly. Could have been both a holding or block in the back. So Mans' touchdown will not count. He went 76 yards, but unfortunately it's all for naught. And looks like we had a penalty on North Branch as well.
Sideline infraction against the Vikings.
We're going to sideline infraction. So they'll offset replay. And that's, if you're North Branch, that's for Voss. You know, maybe Voss was in a spot where he wasn't, or maybe on the field, or maybe his players were a little over the line. We don't know. I didn't see what was happening. Doesn't matter. 1 receiver left, 1 right. They'll have 2 left, excuse me. They'll send a man in motion. They will use the jet sweep to Thomas, and Thomas is hit hard. That's Fenton on the stop at the 26-yard line. It's only a gain of 2 for Thomas. It'll be 3rd and 13. And Robillard's going to check in for this 3rd and long. We'll have 2 receivers left, 1 right. I think the running back is maybe Cole Abernathy. Now we got whistles and a timeout called here by the Hunters. So the Hunters will use their first timeout here of the half. They'll be left with 2. And 2:52 is left on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Homecoming Football on KBEK.
Ditch the shovel and wheelbarrow. A New Holland mini track loader lets you get more work done with ease. It's narrow by design, so you can easily get in and out of tight spots. Versatility is its calling card. The loader powers a wide range of attachments like augers and trenchers. Big operating capacity puts more jobs on your can-do list, making it perfect for residential construction and landscaping. Take a break from backbreaking work with a reliable mini track loader. See one today at Baraboo Implement in St. Croix Falls and Rice Lake.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
So the Hunters line up here for this third down go, but they're going to get a false start on the far side of the field. One of the receivers just couldn't hold up, and he tipped over, and that'll be a false start. So third and a long ways to go for the Hunters. They will put Mans out as a receiver on the right side. 2 receivers on each side of the formation, one behind Brooks. Brooks will take the snap. He's going to look to pass. Mans is out in the formation. That's where he wants to go, but now he's going to roll out to his left. Brooks under some pressure, and he's got some room to run. Breaks off of one tackle, then he is knocked out of bounds near the 30. And looks like they'll spot him out, a little bit sooner than I thought, at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there for Brooks on 30-19, and that will bring out fourth down. I would assume the Hunters would play field position, but you never know. You never know. You just never know. It looks like they will punt. So they are set to punt it away. That doesn't mean they will punt it away, but they do, and here's the boot. That one's going to sidewind and bounce at the 45 and roll to the sideline and go out at about the 41-yard line. So that's where the Vikings will take over on offense for their second drive. .41-yard line is where they're going to officially spot it. So now for the Vikings, they will take over, trying to emulate that first drive they had and get back on the board and add on to this lead. Try and make it a, 6, 7, 8 point lead. I suppose it can't be 6, can it? It would be 7 or 8. I can't math. Robillard under center, multi formation. He'll take the snap, and it is a give up the middle to Minky. He'll get it to the 43, a gain of 2. So the Vikings gain 2 on the Minky carry. It'll be second down and 8. Robillard gets the call from the sideline, runs it into the huddle. Get my glasses on so I can see a little bit better. Finally, I'm not blind. Robillard under center takes the snap. He's going to give it off the left side of the line to Minky again, grinding his way forward to about the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 for Minky, and that'll be third down and medium. Ball will be spotted near the hash marks on the near side of the field, by the way, on your radio dial. Vikings going right to left, Hunters left to right. As the Vikings have third down and 5 at their own. They actually spotted the ball a yard back. They initially spotted at the 46. Now it's at the 45. It's okay. Knows the ball's over the 45, so we'll call it the 46. And they'll fake it here. Robillard's got it to the outside. He's got a ton of room to run. Trying to make a man miss in open space, and he's tripped up down at the 35-yard line. Jacob Robillard on the carry. It's a gain of 20. And even 20 yards for Jacob Robillard. And a new set of downs for the Vikings. Firework there for first down. May have been premature, but that's okay. We love the fireworks anyways. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Robillard will bring in a new running back. This is going to be Matthew Fenton, who will come in for Minky. Fenton made a few good tackles here in this game already. This give will be to Drill. Drill, I mean, he exploded off of that carry. But he is taken down. Gain of nothing. They're not going to give him a yard. So no gain on that one, and the Vikings will probably just let this clock roll all the way to zeros, and that should be the end. It will be the end of the first quarter here at North Branch. The Vikings lead the Hunters here after one on homecoming night 7-6. We'll take a commercial break here. Word from our sponsors. Be back after a word on KBEK.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Yeah, we want to give a huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors here for this and every other game that we call. Appreciate them. And, of course, if it weren't for them, well, we wouldn't be able to be out here and call these games. So we appreciate all of our fine sponsors. Change of the quarter will make the Vikings go from left to right on your radio dial now, and the Hunters right to left. Vikings wearing their all black unis, the three white stripes on the sleeve, white letters and numbers outlined in red, and then the red helmets with the NB on the left side of it. Hunters in their gold pants, white jerseys, maroon letters and numbers outlined in gold, and then the two maroon stripes on the sleeve outlined in gold. The maroon helmets with the Duluth Denfeld logo on the side of it. So here we go. It'll be second down, and at 9.5, 10 to go. Robillard's going to keep it off the right side once again. He's got a little bit of room to run. Makes a man miss an open field, but then he's tripped up. Nearing the 25, he'll be spotted at the 27. Gain of 7. And it'll be third down and 2 to go. So for the Vikings, they got third and short. And they converted on a 4th and 1 here earlier on a Robillard keeper off the right side. That time they do it to pick up a good chunk and make it an easier third and short to convert. Of course, power T formation for the Vikings. Robillard under center. He's going to give it up. No, he's going to keep it this time. He's got a lot of room to run off the right side of the line. He's got a block. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings! Jacob Robillard from 27 yards out scores the touchdown and makes it 13-0 Vikings. The Vikings get on the board again. This time it's Robillard. And he got great, and I mean great blocking on the right side of that line. The tight end did a fantastic job, and then his receiver on the outside completed it for him to cut it back and go all the way. The point after is up, and it is good. 14-6, the Vikings take the lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with 11:13 to go. Embrace Orthodontics with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. They have 3 locations, that's right, 3 of them, in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. So a good start to the game for the Vikings. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. This last possession, a 59-yard TD. 59-yard touchdown drive, that is. As we get set for another Kettle River Pizza kickoff. We've got a whole host of games on our airways this evening over on 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Coming up at 7 p.m., it's another homecoming game. The Mora Mustangs will host the Pine City Dragons, both teams looking for their first win on the season. That should be a great rivalry game. Plus, it's homecoming, so why not? Should be a great one over there. Andrew Duvall, you might recognize that name. He's back. Not for good, though. He's coming in and doing an awesome favor and calling a game for us. We appreciate him doing that. And we've got Adam Hefty on our YouTube channel, WCMP Sports 2, covering Rush City hosting Aiken. That's a phenomenal game as well. Those coming up at 7, though. We got 2 games for our local team starting at 6. Princeton at Big Lake. And this one, North Branch, their homecoming game against Duluth Denfeld. Jazz Johnson will ready for the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. There's the boot. Oh, my goodness. And the Hunters will let this one go out of bounds. Yeah, that one, they wanted to get a little bit of a squib going, but it goes out of bounds. And that will give the Hunters great starting field position. Now, if I remember right, they can take it at the 40 or take it where it's at or re-kick. Is that right? Oh, looks like it's going to be at the 36. Or maybe it's at the 35. There are too many rules to keep track of, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Either way, the Hunters will come on their third position. If you can't laugh at yourself, are you really living? Hunters come out with the 3-receiver look, 2 on the left, 1 on the right is Ethan Nolt. Brooks in the gun, Mans to his left. He's got the tight end on the right side as well. Brooks takes the snap, give to Mans, and Mans is wrapped up in the backfield. He's able to drag a defender, though, for about 2-3 yards extra. Not a lot of guys that will get hit like that and then be able to fall forward with that many guys wrapped on him. That's a good carry by Tay Mans. 3 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Hunters. Two receivers left, 1 right for Brooks in the gun. Now running back to his left. This time he's going to take the snap and go deep. He's got a man, Noltz. That one comes up short, and it's incomplete. And we'll get a substitution here for North Branch. So 3rd down and 7 here after the incompletion from Brooks, looking for Nolt. Hunters will come out in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Mans the back to the left of Brooks. 3rd down and 7. Brooks will take the snap. He'll give it to Mans in the backfield. Stiff arms 1. Then going to try and get past another. Runs over a man, and he's pushed out of bounds at the... Let's see. Where do they spot him? At the 50. You got one referee at the 50, the other at the 49? I think so. At the 49 is where they'll spot him. An 8-yard gain and a new set of downs for the Hunters. Yeah, the near referee on this near side who had him at the 50, and then another ref on the far side had him out at the 49. They're going to go with the far side because he was a little bit closer. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Mans to the right of Brooks. Brooks will take the snap. It'll be a give to Mans. Mans showing off the patience, getting skinny through the hole, getting forward to about the 47 on the gain of 2. Gain of 2 for Mans. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And again, for the Hunters, they go with more of the spread. They can pass the ball, but again, their offense, similar to the Vikings, is okay with taking a bunch of time off the clock, going down, going 10, 12 plays and taking 6, 7 minutes off the clock per possession. That's what they're okay with. Brooks will take the snap, though. They're going to look to pass. They've got a man deep, and that is incomplete on the far side. He's out of bounds. That pass intended for Deion Bergner. It is incomplete. Made the catch, but he was out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 to go for the Hunters. After that incompletion, it was a great catch, but he was out of bounds, was Bergner. It's 3rd down and 8. Gun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 left for the Hunters. Man's to the right of Brooks. Ball at the 47. Brooks takes the snap. He'll give, yes, he will. Good fake, and Mans is wrapped up. He falls forward to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for Tay Mans. It'll be 4th down and 5. So 4th down for the Hunters. This is obviously a spot where they will go for it. And if they wanted to play field position, they could and back North Branch up. But if you've listened, watched this North Branch team at all, you know they can go 99 yards in a hurry or slowly. It doesn't matter. They can go the 99 yards. They're comfortable with that, believe it or not. 4th down and 5. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Mans on the right side of the quarterback, Brooks. Brooks takes the snap. He's looking. It looks to be a swing, maybe. 2 Mans. He's got it out in the open field. He makes the stop, and he stopped at the 40. No! 1st down on the play. It's a turnover on downs. Mans made the catch, but he was stopped at the 40. A gain of 4 for him, but not enough. And it will be a turnover on downs. Not enough for the Hunters. It will be turnover on downs. And it will give the ball back to the Vikings. 8:46 to go here on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard in the first half. Coming up in about 8 minutes and 46 seconds, we will have our Hones halftime report. Brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Robillard and company will make their way to the offensive huddle. They might have to hurry here. Yeah, 8, 7, 6, 5 on the play clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. Robillard does get it off in time. They're going to give it. No, it's going to be Robillard. Robillard will keep it, and it'll be a yard for him on the carry. Gain of 1 for Robillard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Fake to Fenton again. This Vikings team, one of the things they predicate their offense on, not just running the ball really well, not just blocking really well, but carrying out their fakes. There have been more than 1 or 2 times that I have been faked out here tonight. That's just a good sign of a good fake. Vikings coming to the line, 2nd down and 9 to go. Robillard will give it to Minky off the left sideline. Minky's got a hole to run through. He gets skinny and then falls forward past the 45 to the 46. A gain of about 5 for him. And it'll be 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4 for the Vikings on their own 46-yard line. The Vikings will try to convert another 3rd down here in this half. They've done it so far. They've converted also a 4th. 7:30 to go. Robillard under center. Takes the snap. He's going to give it to Minky again. Minky's got a hole to run through. Gets the 1st down and a couple more all the way to the Hunters' 47-yard line. 7 yards for Minky and a new set of downs for the Vikings. Ball spotted at the Hunters' 47. Robillard waiting for the play call. They might have to call a timeout. They've got 10 seconds. Yeah, they're going to have to call a timeout. There's no way they get this off. 5, 4, yeah, and there it is. So the Vikings, unfortunately, have to burn one of their timeouts there. Just did not get the play call in time. So a timeout will be used, but they have 2 more to go. While they take a timeout, we'll take a quick one as well. You're listening to Football on KBK. Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors have your next pre-owned vehicle. Vehicles of all makes and models, and vehicles priced to move. Roddy Motors in Mora can also get you financed on site. Or, if you've got a vehicle to sell, Roddy offers consignment too. Yep, they'll help you sell your quality pre-owned vehicle. The 2-time winner of the Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County. That's what you call a repeat champ. When you need a quality vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or RoddyMotors.com. RODDY Motors.com. Back here on KBK, nice 95.5 FM. Game day going here at North Branch High School for the Vikings homecoming as they host the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. This is an important game here between these two teams. Sorry, I had to make sure our other games were on air. But the Vikings hosting the Denfeld Hunters, and the winner of this one either stays or catapults their way to the top of this section, 7-4A. Vikings come out, first down and 10 on the Hunters 47. Robillard under center. He'll give it off the left side to London Olson. Olson finding a little bit of space to run through and then falls forward. It'll be spotted at the 43? 42? Yeah, 43. He'll give him 4 for London Olson. Second down and 6 to go for the Vikings. When talking with Voss, that pre-game interview, again, if you didn't hear it, you can rewind the YouTube or you can go to our website on Monday morning. But he talked about how he told his guys, just enjoy homecoming, enjoy it. But come Friday, get ready. Robillard keeps it. He gets through one tackle and then gets forward to about the 40. Mann's on the stop. He was also helped by one of his teammates. Gain of 3 for Robillard, and it'll be third down and 3. Mann's playing kind of that outside linebacker position for the Hunters. It might even be more of a corner position. But he's so close in because of the power T. You can't tell if it's outside backer or corner. Third down and 3. Robillard gives to Drill. Drill up the middle, carrying defenders forward. He's going to be close. Based on the spot, I think he got it. To the 36, he's got it. 4 yards for Carter Drill. And it's a new set of downs for the Vikings. So Vikings get yet another new set of downs here on this drive. Under 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Vikings lead 14-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Again, coming up in 5 minutes' time, we'll have our Hones Auto halftime. Brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Power T, Robillard under center. Robillard. He gives it up the middle here to London Olson, and Olson gets past the 30 before he's tripped up and spotted down at the 28. Gain of 8 for London Olson. Maybe second down and 2. Vikings will get set. Second and 2 to go. Robillard, quick give up the middle. Here he's got a man, and he's gone. He's off to the races using his speed. He gets pushed out at the 27-yard run for Brody Mitchell. Getting it to the 1-yard line before he was pushed out. Mitchell turning on the afterburners on that one. And pushed out at the 1. It'll be first and goal from the 1 inside that Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora, veteran-owned business. When you need a pre-owned vehicle, Joe will get you squared away. Of course, Joe Rodemacher is a veteran himself, a Marine. So here come the Vikings. First down and goal from the 1. Robillard, power T, under center. Takes the snap. Ball's fumbled. We got a flag down, and this might be a snap infraction on the Vikings. Or a false start. Well, false start. Yeah, that looked weird from the get-go because it didn't look like Robillard was 100% ready for the snap, and yeah, I don't know. That was kind of funky from the get-go. So it'll be first down and goal from the 6 now after that 5-yard penalty. Robillard and company, first down and goal. It is up the middle on the give here to Mitchell, and he gets it to the 4, gain of 2. So second down and goal now inside the Roddy Motors red zone. The Vikings trying to add on before halftime with under 4 minutes to go. Obviously, they're okay with taking off some time here so as not to give the Hunters the ball back. Robillard under center from the 4, second down and goal. Robillard to Minky. Minky breaks off of one tackle, and he is into the end zone from 4 yards out. Tyler Minky with his second rushing touchdown on the evening makes it 20-6. 20-6 is the score. Vikings with the lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with 3:33 to go in half number 1. Jazz Johnson will set to kick the PAT. Snap, spot, down, kick is up, and that is, I think this time, it is good as well. 21-6. Vikings with the lead. We'll take a commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root bear float today.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM, the Vikings have the 21-6 lead over the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. And we'll get set for a Kettle River Pizza kickoff. For some reason, that is a tongue twister for me tonight. My goodness. Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Got a packed crowd here tonight for the Vikings homecoming as the sun's starting to set on a beautiful night for football. Maybe even a little hot. Jazz Johnson readies for the Kettle River Pizza kick. Mans and Bergner back to receive. And here's the boot from Johnson. This one will be end-over-end kick. It'll be pulled in by Bergner at the 20. He'll cut it up to the near hash mark inside the 30, and that's where he's wrapped up and taken down at about the 30. They'll spot him at the 33. We have a Viking player that is down, unfortunately, and never want to see that. Hopefully he's okay, just maybe a stinger or a bruise that he may be aggravated. That's all we can hope for. Never want to see anybody hurt. But with that, we'll take a commercial break to make sure that he's okay.
Ditch This track loader lets you get more work done with ease. It's narrow by design, so you can easily get in and out of tight spots. Versatility is its calling card. The loader powers a wide range of attachments like augers and trenchers. Big operating capacity puts more jobs on your can-do list, making it perfect for residential construction and landscaping. Take a break from backbreaking work with a reliable mini track loader. See one today at Baraboo Implement in St. Croix Falls and Rice Lake.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Rush City Auto invites you to come on in and check out their full lot of quality used vehicles. They got a car or truck for any sized budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto wants to get you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit them online at rushcityauto.com and make sure you like Rush City Auto on Facebook to stay up to date with their inventory. Rush City Auto, quality used vehicles. rushcityauto.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative, Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Dane Meyer, the injured Viking player, he is getting helped to the sideline, and never ever want to see that. Yeah, just hope and pray that he's all right, doesn't miss any more time. That's all we can do. Man, I just hate to see that. Hate to see that. And the tough thing about that is you still got to play a game after that. So the Hunters will come out, shotgun formation. They're going to give it to Mans off the right side of the line. He's got room and just wrapped up by Robillard. Woo-wee! He is wrapped up, and luckily Robillard just grabbed the back of his jersey to the 39-yard line. 28 yards for Mans on that carry on his 10th. And oh no, we got another North Branch player down. Oh man. Not what you want to see. Well, again, hopefully it's just cramps. It is warm here tonight, very warm, so maybe it is just some cramping for both of these guys. That's the best that we can hope for, but we'll take another break, see if this young man is okay.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Matthew Fenton, the injured Viking, he's getting help to the sideline. Again, just, man, hope and pray he's all right. That's all we can do. Hope and pray. So the Hunters will come out. Receiver on each side of the formation. Two running backs in the backfield in the gun for Brooks. 3:20 to go. And if you're the Vikings, just one thing you don't want to see is them score before half. We're going to see a timeout by North Branch. Well, 3:20 left before halftime, and that will bring us to our Hones, Ottawani, and Glass halftime. And 3 minutes, 20 seconds time. Goodness gracious, all tongue-tied here tonight. But that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard shows the Vikings leading 21-6. Embrace Orthodontics, their board-certified orthodontists, are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Plus, they'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. And you can find out more at embracemn.com. So the Vikings calling that timeout there. Just want to discuss something real quick before they get back out on defense. And again, they're looking for a stand here to hold the Hunters off the board before half. That would be huge for the Vikings because a score here by the Hunters makes it a one-score game once again. And not that that's bad or anything, but for the Vikings, you can go in up 2 scores. I mean, that's all the more power to you. Brooks takes the snap. Mans will get the give. Not real difficult to know who they're going to be going to, and Mans will be escorted out of bounds at the 30. And no, just behind the 30. So gain of 9 for Mans. Be 2nd and 1. Now coming to the sideline, unfortunately, is 24 Nolan Volner. Looks like maybe just a cramp for him. Shotgun formation, receiver each side for Hunters. Man's not going to get the give this time. It will be, can't quite see the number. That is Thomas. And Thomas picks up the first down to the 28. Yes, a gain of 2 for Thomas. And a new set of downs for the Hunters. A little bit of confusion in the backfield for one of their backs. That's number 30, Jack King. They'll give to Mans. Mans off the right side of the line, and he is wrapped up and taken down after a short gain of 2 yards again for Mans. Second down and 8 for the Hunters. Clock continues to tick, under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Hunters, same formation as the last 3-4 plays. Brooks in the gun. Switch up the backfield a little bit. He'll set Jack King to the left. Mans will get it up the middle. We've got a flag down. Now this will be interesting to see what this call is. We've got a false start here on the Hunters. So the Hunters false start on that play, and that will put them back 5 yards to 2nd and 13. So another penalty here for the Hunters. That is their 4th of the first half. One was offsetting, so technically 3. 2nd and 13. Same formation. Give this time is up to King. King off the right sideline, makes one man miss, and then he is swept underneath and quickly wrapped up inside the 25 to about the 23. Gain of about 8 for Jack King, and that'll make it 3rd down and medium. So 3rd and medium here for the Hunters with under 2 minutes to go, now under 1.5 minutes. Hunters come out. 1 receiver on each side of the formation, 2 running backs in the backfield. Brooks in the gun. Brooks takes the snap, mans the give. Gonna be patient, runs up the middle, falling forward, reaches to about the 15. Gain of 7. And a new set of downs for Duluth Denfeld. That'll stop the clock momentarily while the chains get set. And the clock runs. Can the Vikings hold him off for another minute? Same formation. And now we've got a timeout for the Vikings. That'll be their final. 3rd and final timeout for the Vikings here before halftime. We've got 1:01 left on the clock, and why not take it and use it? You can't take it with you to the next half, which would be cool. But you cannot. So while we got a moment, we'll take a look at Nolan Volner. How many times can I say it? Is stretching out here on the sideline. So I'm hoping for all the guys that have been injured here in this first half, they're able to maybe stretch out, get an ice pack here at half, and then come out of half and be ready to go again. 1:01 to go before our Hones Auto Body halftime. So here we go, out of the timeout. Hunters back out on the field. Same formation. Brooks in the gun. Brooks takes the snap. He'll give it to Mans. And Mans is absolutely stuffed. Oh my goodness, blow the whistle. Woo! Could have blown the whistle about 5 seconds ago. Just with that kind of play, you don't ever want to see that whistle go too long because you don't want to see somebody get slammed because they're trying to make a tackle. That's just, ugh. That's okay, though. They made sure everyone was okay. Inner parent in me coming out. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. So he did maybe lose a half yard. Did Mans on the carry. It is Denfeld with the timeout. So Denfeld takes the timeout. 49 seconds to go here before half. And both teams coming back out onto the field. Trying to take it in here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is a fun, outstanding atmosphere. It is a ton of fun to be here. Just Friday Night Lights. I enjoy being out at Friday Night Lights. It is so much fun. A little confusion in the backfield here for Bergner, but he gets set. Brooks pointing the direction he needs him to go. And they're going to swing it out here to Mans. Mans one-on-one. Stiff arms a man down, and then he is still on his feet, stiff arming, and he's down. That should keep the clock rolling. Oh, they're going to call him out. He was in when his knee went down, unfortunately. From what I could see, again, he's in a pile of bodies. Who knows if he really was? That's just from what I saw. They're going to say he lost a yard on the catch, on the swing pass out to him. So it'll be 3rd and 11 from the 16. 40 seconds to go. Denfeld will have 3 receivers, 2 on the right side, 1 on the left. It's Mans. A tight end on the left as well. Bergner in the backfield behind Brooks in the pistol. Brooks takes the snap. They're going to look quickly to Bergner on the right side. Nope. Nowhere to go. In fact, that was Kalijah Thomas who made the catch. And he lost a yard. If not 2. So loss of 2 there for the Hunters. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So 24 seconds to go in the first half. The Hunters go backwards on that one. On the pass out to Thomas. Elijah Thomas couldn't make a defender miss, and it's wrapped up quickly. As the Vikings will get ready to defend this 4th down. They'll have 24 seconds to go. I'm looking at 21. That's a score. 21-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. If they can't hold them, they put 5 more seconds on the clock to 29. So 29 seconds to go. Vikings looking to hold here on 4th down. Trips left for the Hunters. Tight end on the right side. It is Bergner behind Brooks in the pistol. Watch for Mans. They're going to try and get him one-on-one. He's wide open. Wide open. Wide open. Then he underthrew him. It's intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Had him wide open, and he underthrew him. Intercepted on the play there by the Vikings. Number 12, Bo Peterson. So a turnover will end that drive for the Hunters, and the Vikings will give it back to the Vikings. Vikings have it at the 20 after Peterson downed it in the end zone. 21 seconds to go. I'll be surprised if the Vikings try to do too much here, just because they do get the ball to start half number 2. They will get one play, it looks like. And on the carry, here he goes, he's gone! Oh my goodness, Brody Mitchell, he is gone! Brody Mitchell, 80 yards, touchdown Vikings! Brody Mitchell, oh my goodness! Oh my! Turn on the Jets, young man. Take it all the way. Wow. Well, he only needed one play. One play, 80 yards, touchdown Vikings. Trying to figure out who was carrying it, and then by the time I seen it, I couldn't get his name out, and by the time I did, he was already in the end zone. They will go for the PAT. Will Johnson snap, spot down, kick is up, and it is good. 28-6. Brody Mitchell. 80-yard touchdown run. Wow. If you're the Vikings, you can't draw it up better than that. That is exactly what you were looking for on the last play. And that is why you never always listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I was saying, hey, maybe they'll just try and run out the rest of the clock, kneel it down. Nope. They only needed the one play. Brody Mitchell, I watched it on his 27-yard run when he got it inside the 2-yard line before he was taken down. I watched his speed, and, man, I was like, they got to get him the ball again, and they do. Great, number one on that play, great fakes. Great fakes were run by the other 3 running backs and Robillard. You had great blocking out in front by the linemen and the tight ends. I think that's a perfect play. I know Voss will probably look at it and go, here's what we could have done better, but I don't know if you really could have done any better on that one. My goodness. What a run for Brody Mitchell. 80 yards. He's now up over that 100-yard mark. Over 120 at this point. Okay. And here's the boot on the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. It will just be a squib. Oh my goodness, and the Hunters muffed it, and the Vikings have it back! They did a squib kick, and unfortunately for the Hunters, they could not recover it. And the Vikings recover on the Hunters' side of the 50 with 5 seconds to go. Brody Mitchell's back out there. He's going to give me the ball again. One more. Give me one more. See, I would go back and say what I said before. Maybe they'll just run out the clock. Last time that happened, they went for 80 yards and a touchdown. Hey, maybe if I say it again, though, they'll score again. Of course, I'm joking, but 28-6, Vikings lead. And now, just to add on to your momentum, I think, here. Don't necessarily look for the touchdown. And we'll talk about what Mitchell did that I was really impressed with on that last run. But he made sure that it wasn't just, trying to make a big play. It will be Mitchell getting the carry. Got a yard, and that is it for the first half of play. My goodness, what a half it was for the Vikings. So the Vikings lead here at halftime, 28-6. We'll take a commercial break here. Word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to football on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Getting your vehicle repaired after an accident doesn't have to be stressful. Drop your vehicle at Hones Auto Body and they take care of the stress. From the estimate to easily working with your insurance, Hones will take care of minor dents, collision repair, glass replacement, and mechanical services. iCar and ASC certified technicians will get your vehicle fixed right. For a shop you can trust for collisions or everyday repairs, bring your vehicle to Hones Auto Body and Glass Mechanical in Mora, or visit online at honesauto.com. That's HOHNS auto.com.
Exhale slowly, letting any tension leave your body. Breathe in deeply as you stretch every fiber of your soul.
This woman's gonna kill me. I know, and she's so boring.
Now, lift your back.
I'd rather have the WCMP deals guy leading this class. Oh, yeah.
Right now, get a $10 gift certificate to Freddy's Restaurant in Mora for just $5. 50% off for Freddy's delicious favorites. Breathe.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Slowly now. WCMPradio.com/deals.
Some things you just have to chalk up to good genetics. It's genetics that give cattle a competitive edge, and it's Case IH equipment that helps you get the most out of your livestock operation. Case IH has a bloodline with generations of innovation, and whether you're driving a Farmall, Maxim, or Puma, Case IH tractors get the job done. Stop by your local dealer and discover the full range of Case IH tractors and hay tools.
See Baraboo Implement in Rice Lake and St. Croix Falls.
If aches and pains are holding you back, Wellia Health is here to assist you. Our sports medicine team is dedicated to getting you back to your passions. With extensive experience and expertise, we specialize in managing concussions, a worry for both young athletes and adults. Whatever the injury, let's get you back in action with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or conveniently schedule through your MyChart account. Visit welliahealth.org for more information.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Hones Auto Body and Glass has 43 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones, they'll fix you up right.
Hey there, Matt Winsan, CEO of Burnett Dairy Cooperatives. Everybody knows that there are great places to play in Northwest Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work too? At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we employ our local communities within 5 counties from our Grantsburg location. We offer competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and great benefits, and you will have the opportunity to grow within our herd. Lots of opportunities to grow. Come be a part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com, click on the Careers tab.
Well, what a half it was for the Vikings there as they lead 28-6 over the Duluth Denfeld Hunters here at halftime. Taking a look at some of the stats here from the first half, starting with the Hunters of Duluth Denfeld. They had 18 carries for 108 yards. Leading the way was Tay Mans, 14 carries for 84 yards. Their quarterback, Lee Brooks, was 5 of 8 passing, 67 yards, a touchdown and an interception. He had the 66-yard passing touchdown to Kalijah Thomas on their first drive after 2 plays that got them in the end zone. A little bobbled snap on the extra point attempt forced them not to get the extra point, so they got 6. And then it was 171 total yards for the Hunters there in that first half. The Vikings there in that first half, all runs, 25 carries, 279 yards, and of course they were led by Brody Mitchell. 6 carries, 124 yards, and a touchdown. Robillard had a touchdown run as well. 2 for Tyler Minke. They did not attempt to pass, but they did pick off a ball. It was Bo Peterson with the interception in the end zone as Brooks was looking for Mans in the end zone, and Mans ran just a simple seam up the field into the end zone, and he was wide open. Vikings got behind him, but luckily Brooks didn't notice him in time, and as he threw the ball, the safety, Peterson, and the cornerback got caught up to Mans, and the safety, Peterson, made the interception and downed it in the end zone. And then one play later, it was Mitchell taking it 80 yards for a touchdown, turning on the Jets. I mean, my goodness. I hope he runs track because he has absolute elite speed. I'm telling you right now, that is elite speed. That is speed that, I mean, that you see at the next level, quite honestly. It really is. But a first half to remember for the Vikings, and hopefully they can continue it into the second half. That's what they're hoping for. hoping to make some halftime adjustments. And you believe it or not, with a half like that, you might be thinking to yourself, adjustments? They just played so well. Well, yes, but there's always things to work on. That's the weird thing about football. No matter how perfect you play, there's always things to work on. There's always things that you can get better at. There's always things to perfect. So they'll be looking to do that here at halftime and come back out a half and look to add on to their lead, because I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter what kind of lead you have against the Hunters. They're one play away from turning it around and getting back into the game. So for the Vikings, we'll talk more about that after another word from our fine sponsors. We're at halftime here at the Vikings homecoming of North Branch as they lead the Hunters 28-6. We'll hear a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to football on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Exhale slowly, letting any tension leave your body. Breathe in deeply as you stretch every fiber of your soul.
This woman's gonna kill me. I know, and she's so boring.
Now, lift your back.
I'd rather have the WCMP deals guy leading this class. Oh, yeah.
Right now, grab a 5-bird pheasant hunt from Wings North for only $200. That's a $50 savings. Or sighting a rifle for just $10. Breathe.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Slowly now. WCMPradio.com/deals.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors have your next pre-owned vehicle. Vehicles of all makes and models, and vehicles priced to move. Roddy Motors in Mora can also get you financed on site. Or, if you've got a vehicle to sell, Roddy offers consignment too. Yep, they'll help you sell your quality pre-owned vehicle. The 2-time winner of the Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County. That's what you call a repeat champ. When you need a quality vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or RoddyMotors.com. RODDY Motors.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Ditch the shovel and wheelbarrow. A New Holland mini track loader lets you get more work done with ease. It's narrow by design, so you can easily get in and out of tight spots. Versatility is its calling card. The loader powers a wide range of attachments like augers and trenchers. Big operating capacity puts more jobs on your can-do list, making it perfect for residential construction and landscaping. Take a break from back-breaking work with a reliable mini track loader. See one today at Baraboo Implement in St. Croix Falls and Rice Lake.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Rush City Auto invites you to come on in and check out their full lot of quality used vehicles. They got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto wants to get you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit them online at rushcityauto.com and make sure you like Rush City Auto on Facebook to stay up to date with their inventory. Rush City Auto, quality used vehicles. rushcityauto.com.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
You know the beautiful thing about these halftimes, especially here at North Branches, our very own morning show host on 100.9 FM, Joshua Miron, is here, and I can go in and chat with him about the game, see what he thinks. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a special guest here tonight. Now, I can't take video. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to do anything like that. But I'll give you a guess as to who played at Duluth Denfeld. He plays in the pros now. Yell at the radio if you need to. Yell it out. I can hear you. Yeah, I can. You're right. It's C.J. Ham. Yeah, C.J. Ham's over there on the Duluth Denfeld sideline with his wife. They're taking in the game. Of course, C.J. Ham, a fullback for the Minnesota Vikings for about, I think this is his 8th year now, 8th, 9th year, something like that. But a Minnesota native, went to Augustana College out there in South Dakota and made his way to the pros. He initially came on to the Vikings as an undrafted running back. They eventually, I think in his second year, moved into fullback, and then he was on the team ever since. I think his first year was practice squad, and then they have pulled him at fullback ever since. But a very talented fullback. One of the, when you talk about fullbacks in the league, the NFL, there are 3 running back or fullbacks you talk about that are the best. It's Kyle Juszczyk of the 49ers, C.J. Ham right here of the Minnesota Vikings, and then Patrick Ricard of the Baltimore Ravens, because they can all do more than one thing. That's the beauty of it. They can all do more than one thing. They can all run the ball, catch the ball, block. They all do it all. And Ricard of the Ravens, he can even go on defense. He was initially a D lineman. They put him at fullback, but yeah, so he is here. He is representing the Vikings, Duluth Denfeld, and Augustana College. And Duluth Denfeld, their fans getting some autographs, a couple of words, talking to him about the season, I'm sure, with the Vikings, talking about how on Sunday they got to go play the Packers. So I'm sure he's just here for the night, and then we'll either fly out to Green Bay tonight or tomorrow with the team. So pretty cool, pretty special that not only is it homecoming for North Branch, but we've got a Duluth Denfeld alum here, as well as a Minnesota Viking. That's pretty darn cool. C.J. Ham of the Minnesota Vikings in attendance tonight representing Duluth Denfeld, where he graduated from. Pretty darn cool. I didn't realize it until, again, our morning show host Josh Miron pointed it out, and I was like, it is him. Pretty cool that he is here. Pretty cool. Now, if you know me at all, I'm a Vikings fanatic. Not just the North Branch, no, the Minnesota Vikings as well. Minnesota Vikings, I've been watching them since I was like 3 years old, so pretty cool to see him here. Fanboying over here, that's why you hear me talking on the radio about it. But we'll get back to the game at hand. You guys can hear about the Vikings game come Monday morning. I'll talk about that game, what I was impressed or not so impressed with. But for the Vikings here in this one, it got off to a quick start in a bad way on defense. It was 3 plays and then a 66-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback, Brooks of the Hunters, to Kalijah Thomas for 66 yards and a touchdown. So it looked like we were going to be in for a passing game for the Hunters. Looks like they were going to be up and down the field. Well, then the Vikings answered on their next possession of 75-yard drive, which they scored the extra point, and they were on the board. And then the next possession, the Hunters, they had to punt it away. That gave it back to the Vikings, and they scored again on a 59-yard drive, touchdown, and extra point. Next drive was a turnover on downs for the Hunters, which then led to yet another touchdown for the Vikings, plus the extra point. That was not it, though. The final drive for the Hunters looked like it was going to get into the end zone. As I mentioned before, Brooks had mans open on the seam route up the middle of the field, just a simple fly route up the middle of the field inside the hash marks, and then he tilted it out to the just outside the hash marks on the far side, and he was open until he got to the end zone. Brooks, unfortunately, did not see him in time, and by the time he's seen him now, obviously when you got a playmaker like Mans, you just want to throw it up to him because a lot of times he'll go make the play. But that time he was open, but by the time he reached the end zone, he was covered by both the corner and the safety, and the defender, Bo Peterson, made the interception to end that drive and get the ball back for the Vikings. And there was under a minute left to go. I think there was about 20 seconds left to go by the time that one came out, maybe 17. So I was saying, hey, just maybe you kneel the ball, run the clock, rest of the clock out, and go to halftime. Well, they ran the ball, and it was a big 80-yard touchdown run from Brody Mitchell, taking it all the way, turning on the afterburners, getting into the end zone from 80 yards out on one play to make it a 28-6 lead after the extra point. They would kick the ball off on the ensuing Kettle River Pizza kick. It was a squib kick, and the Hunters couldn't get it. The Hunters touched it, couldn't fall on top of it. Vikings got it. So they got to run one more play to Brody Mitchell, and he couldn't pop that one as far as he did the last one. But he did pick up a yard and ended the half with 124 yards on 6 carries. Now, if any of you are good at math, because I'm not, that's over 20 yards a carry. That's crazy for a running back. Running backs in the league maybe get 3-4 yards a carry. 20 yards, that's nuts. But Brody Mitchell, man, he showed off the speed, and whoo-wee. They might want to be giving him the ball a little bit more and get him to the edge so he can use that speed and tear up the defense a little bit more. But that is how the first half went here at North Branch High School. They're homecoming tonight as they host the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. The winner of this game goes to the top of the section in Section 7-4A. Don't forget, over on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, the Mora Mustangs are hosting the Pine City Dragons in that rivalry game. That should be a good one over on that station or our YouTube channel, WCMP Sports 3. Then over on WCMP Sports 2 YouTube channel, just YouTube for now, Rush City hosting Aiken over there. Looks like no score up to this point in that one. We'll keep you updated on those scores from around our local listening area. The best that we can, of course. And Pine City over at Mora. That should be a good one as well. I'm excited for that one. As the Mustangs looking for their first win. They are up right now over the Dragons, 12-0. Andrew Duvall, our old manager, on the call on that one. Appreciate him covering that game for us. So we've got just a little bit of time left here before we get to the third quarter of play and that Kettle River Pizza kickoff. But first, we're going to hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll be back, talk about some of the keys to the second half for North Branch. You're listening to high school football on Nice 95.5.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ascove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Getting your vehicle repaired after an accident doesn't have to be stressful. Drop your vehicle at Hones Auto Body and they take care of the stress. From the estimate to easily working with your insurance, Hones will take care of minor dents, collision repair, glass replacement, and mechanical services. iCar and ASC certified technicians will get your vehicle fixed right. For a shop you can trust for collisions or everyday repairs, bring your vehicle to Hones Auto Body and Glass Mechanical in Mora, or visit online at honesauto.com. That's HOHNS auto.com.
Exhale slowly, letting any tension leave your body. Breathe in deeply as you stretch every fiber of your soul.
This woman's gonna kill me. I know, and she's so boring.
Now, lift your back.
I'd rather have the WCMP deals guy leading this class. Oh, yeah.
Right now, get a $10 gift certificate to Freddy's Restaurant in Mora for just $5. 50% off for Freddy's delicious favorites. Breathe.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Slowly now. WCMPradio.com Denfeld.com/deals.
We got some creative people who make some ads for us. I love that commercial. But back here at North Branch High School, the Vikings lead at halftime 28-6 of their homecoming game over Duluth Denfeld. Some of the keys to the second half for North Branch: keep your foot on the gas. Simple. Keep your foot on the gas. Do not let up. This Duluth Denfeld team, a very talented team. They can quickly, and I mean quickly, get back into this game. It can be one play, it can be two plays, it can be a draw. It doesn't matter. This Denfeld team can quickly get back into the game. So it's quite simple for North Branch. Keep your foot on the gas and do not let up. Keep that offense moving like the freight train it has been all night, and make sure that defense is on time with each other. We've seen a couple instances where they have been out of position a little bit on a tackle of Mans, and that has led to Mans being able to break one and then gain a few extra yards. So for the Vikings, one of the key things here in the second half, again, offensively, keep your foot on the gas. Do not let up. Defensively, get your keys a little bit better. Get to those positions and where you're supposed to be, and don't over-pursue. I think that's something that is not talked about enough here, at least that I haven't talked about enough, is you can't over-pursue on a running back like Mans. If you do, he's going to make you pay because it's one cut and he's gone. And he is very strong, a very strong young man. We have seen him break a bunch of tackles here tonight, as well as stiff-arm some people. So, if you're North Branch, keep your keys on defense, wrap up, don't over-pursue, and stay low on Mans. And if you have to, hold him up with one and wait for the cavalry to come in and take him down. Now, another thing. This isn't something you should worry about per se, but if you've got Mans held up, go for that ball. CPR, club punch rip at that ball and try and rip it out and create more turnovers. But biggest key, stick to your keys on defense. Don't over pursue and stay gap sound because Mans can make you pay. Again, for the offense, foot on the gas. Do not let up. Nice thing for North Branch, though, is they do get the ball to start half number 2 as we inch closer to the third quarter beginning. And our Kettle River Pizza kickoff here in quarter number 3. Got about 40 seconds left of halftime before these two teams will take the field. By the way, Fenton, the injured Viking who had to leave the field earlier, went back in, so he's okay. But unfortunately, we did see number 18, Dane Meyer, leave the field. Now, he wasn't in the ambulance, so that's good news. But it does sound like, did get some info that it does sound like his night is over. So, again, unfortunate. But we hope for his health in the long run. That is the most important thing. So here we go. We're getting ready for the third quarter. Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza. Great tasting products. Sounded more or less like Frosted Flakes. Let's do it again. Kettle River Pizza. Great tasting products. I like that better. As the Vikings are out in their kick return formation, the Hunters will come out getting ready to boot it away. Trying to take a glance at who's back there to return for the Vikings. I cannot quite see. I think it's London Olson is one of them. And Bo Peterson the other, looks like. So Olson and Peterson, the kick returners. And here's the boot. It's a wobbler. That'll be, oh my goodness. It gets by Peterson, and Peterson just makes sure he wraps up the ball and holds on. That's not the first time that has done that for the Vikings. Did it on their first drive. But luckily, Bo Peterson gets on top of it. And are they going to call his forward progress stopped at the 10, it looks like? Yes. Whew. Take a deep breath, Vikings fans. Disaster was averted there. So the Vikings will start with the ball on their own 10. Again, not territory that the Vikings are uncomfortable with, per se, on going on a long drive. They've done it plenty of times before. Again, they'd rather be in better position, but they're okay with having to start from there. Robillard under center, and he'll give it up the middle. And it is London Olson on that carry, breaking through, using that speed up the middle before he's tripped up past the 25 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 19 for London Olson. Actually, they'll spot it right at the 30, so 20 yards there for London Olson. Gain of 20. And a new set of downs. You know, I always hated halftime as a player because I always got cold, my muscles got tight, and I never felt like the 3 minutes for warm-up was enough. But North Branch, not worried about that. They give this time to Tyler Minke, who driving forward and is wrapped up at the 25. Gain of 5 for him. He had 67 yards on 6 carries there in the first half. Second down and 5 for the Vikings. Now for the Vikings, I think here you don't want to have these drives go as quickly as you did some of those in the first half. I think if you're the Vikings, you say, hey, let's take a little bit more time off the clock as drill will come in for London Olson. But I think if you're the Vikings, you do say, you say to your team, you say to your offense, hey, let's not rush as much up to the line of scrimmage. Let's take some time. Let's drain this clock as much as we can before we have to snap the ball. They will, under 5 seconds. They take the snap. The give to Drill. Drill driving forward to the 41-yard line. Oh, no, it's Minke. 6 yards for Minke and a new set of downs for the Vikings. Minke or Drill, they have similar builds to themselves. But no matter what, the carry is for a first down. Yeah, Tyler Minke is 6'3", 205. Meanwhile, Carter Drill, 6', 210. So height-wise, I guess, a little bit different, but. New set of downs, first and 10 at their own 41. Robillard under center. He'll take the snap. This is a give to Minke again. They're going to ride with him, and they get it up to the 45. Flag down coming in the backfield, and that is more than likely holding. The Vikings had 2 there in the first half. Denfeld 4, but they had offsetting one, so it was 3 and 1. And this is a illegal chop block. So an illegal chop block there called on the Vikings, and those penalties are drive killers. Those are the drive killer penalties right there. So they'll back them up. Not 10, but 15 due to the penalty. So the ball will go back all the way to the 26-yard line. So this will be a hole they got to try and dig out of. But, again, you can't worry about getting all of it back in one. You got 3 downs to play with. Get it back in all 3. Robillard under center, power team. Robillard takes a snap, and he'll give it off. No, he'll keep it himself, and quickly gets it up past the 30 to about the 31, 32-yard line. Robillard, a pickup of 6. And it'll be second down and long. So if you're the Vikings here, you'll want to get a good chunk of it back here. That way it's third down and, well, a little less ugly. Here come the Vikings out of the huddle. Robillard trying to go on 2. Now we had a flag. Did we get a jump on the Vikings? No offsides. So offsides on the Hunters. So offsides on Duluth Denfeld, and that'll give the Vikings 5 yards more in the right direction. It'll be 2nd and 14 now. So that helps, certainly. So second down and long still, but that offside penalty helps. Here come the Vikings. Power T. Robillard takes the snap. And he gives it up the middle and on the carry that time, and quickly wrapped up past the 45. That's Brody Mitchell up to the 46-yard line. Gain of 9 for Brody Mitchell. And that'll make it 3rd and medium, about 3rd and 6 to go for the Vikings on their own side of the 50. So the Vikings come out, 3rd down and medium. Robillard takes the snap. He's going to give it to Minky off the left side. Minky running over defenders into Denfeld territory, and a 1st down to the 47. I'll call it the 48, but it's a 1st down no less. 7 yards for Minky, and a new set of downs. Under 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, and again, Vikings just A-OK with taking as much time off the clock as they can. So far here in this drive, they have not snapped it until under 5 seconds. This one might come a little bit earlier. We'll see. We're at 10 seconds now. Robillard under center. Scans the defense real quick, and at 6 seconds, close enough. They'll give it back. No, it's Robillard. Robillard with some room off the left side of the line. He's tight-roping the sidelines before he is pushed out of bounds inside the 30? Or right at the 30. Right at the 30. 17 yards for Robillard before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Vikings marching into Denfeld territory. Clock will stop as he did run out of bounds, so that's less than ideal. You'd like to see that clock running if you're the Vikings here, but it's okay. Robillard this time will give it up the middle, and nothing doing that time for Brody Mitchell. This time no gain. 2nd down and 10. That play was just to start the clock, that's all. Under 7 minutes to go now here in the 3rd. 2nd down and 10 as the Vikings break the huddle. Robillard takes the snap. He'll keep it again. Trying to get around the defender in the backfield. He does, stiff arm. Trying to cut it up the field, and he is bumped out of bounds. We'll see where they spot him. Inside the 25 to the 24. Is that where they're going to spot him? A gain of about 7 for Robillard, and it's 3rd down and 3. But again, he was pushed out of bounds, so that stops the clock. And again, if you're the Vikings, it's less than ideal to see the clock stop. Carter Drill making his way to the sideline. Maybe a little bit gingerly, or maybe he's just tired, but hopefully he's all right. Never want to speculate. 5 seconds on the play clock. Robillard, 3, 2, and 1. They do get the ball off. They're going to give it off here to London Olson, grinding his way past the 1st down marker to the 19, and London Olson picks up 4 and a 1st. 4 yards for London Olson and a new set of downs for the Vikings. That is inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors, when you need a pre-owned quality vehicle, look no further than Roddy Motors in Mora. Shop online at roddyMotors.com. Robillard will get the play call from the sideline. Three, 2, and 1 on the play clock. They'll give it to Mitchell. Mitchell's got some room off the left side of the line, and he is wrapped up inside the 15 to the 11. Gain of 8 for Brody Mitchell. It'll be 2nd down and a long 2. Maybe only gained 7. Well, the ball is maybe spotted at the 12, it looks like. It's hard to see from where I'm at. I also am blind, so. So, 2nd and 3. This give to Minky. He's got some room to run. Plows over the defender at the goal line. Touchdown, Vikings! Tyler Minky on the 12-yard touchdown run had a wide open hole to run through off the left side of the line and absolutely ran over a man at the goal line, but No. Okay, looks, we were good. I thought for a moment we had a flag down or something, but the referees are lined up at the 3 because of the PAT coming from Chaz Johnson. Snap, spot down, nope, and it'll be picked up by Minky. They'll try and go for 2, and it falls incomplete. So that'll make it 34-6. The snap was bobbled a little bit by the holder, Minky, and unfortunately no kick was attempted. Minky tried to throw it, but it was off the mark, so no 2. But they do score the touchdown from Tyler Minky from 12 yards out. That's a 90, yes, you heard right, 90-yard touchdown drive that they score on. 34-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with 5:02 to go here in the third quarter. Embrace Orthodontics, the team at Embrace, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. Getting set for another Kettle River Pizza kickoff here. The Vikings will kick it away to the Hunters. Vikings going left to right on your radio dial. Hunters right to left here in the third quarter. Chaz Johnson waits and readies to kick this one away. Vikings take off 7 or so minutes. About 7. Right at about 7. Off the clock. And Johnson with the boot. It's more of a squib, and that one is recovered at the 38-yard line by Xavier Anderson. So now the Hunters will come out, and this will be interesting to see what the Hunters do on play 1. I will be really interested to see what the Hunters do on the first play from scrimmage. 4:59 to go. Far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, the Hunters can score quick and in a hurry. So if you're the Vikings, trying to make them drive and then, or take the ball away. Shotgun. 2 receivers in the formation, 1 on each side. Brooks in the gun. A give to man off the right side of the line. He'll look to bounce it all the way outside. He's got some room and he's got some speed. And he will be escorted out of bounds. We got a flag down. A emphatic flag at that. Let's see what that flag is. He got a first down to the 49. But there was a flag down. Now, that is well downfield, so this could be a horse collar, face mask. It could be a multitude of things downfield like that. The referees are conversing on that far sideline near Duluth Denfeld. No flag. They're going to pick it up. So they will pick up the flag, and it will be first down and 10 for the Hunters at the 49 after the gain of 11 for Mans. So first down and 10. Receiver on each side of the formation. Man's in the backfield. Can't see the other running back. Oh, that's a false start or offside. One of the two, can't really tell as both sides were moving. False start. So will be the false start penalty. Back him up 5 yards. London Olsen out, Tyler Minky in. Does look like Volner is in the game. I don't see him on the sideline, so it does look like he's checked in. Try to look for him out there on defense. Try and find him. So first and 15 for the Hunters. He'll give it up this time, not to Mans. Instead, this time it is Bergner. And Bergner takes it up to the 46-yard line, a gain of 2 for Bergner. That's his first carry of the evening. And the Hunters get into the huddle for the play call. And to the line of scrimmage now. Receiver on each side of the formation. Brooks will give this one to Mans. Mans finds some room. He's quickly wrapped up, but then he's carrying a few defenders forward. Still breaking tackles. He's gone. A 54-yard touchdown run for Mans. And Mans will make it 34-12. Fenton slow to get up after that play. So 34-12, as I mentioned, Mans. A tough run there. Broke about 5-6 tackles on his way to that touchdown. And Hunters will line up to go for 2. Not too surprising. I will be surprised if they don't give it to Mans. They won't. They got a man in the corner of the end zone for 2. Oh, he dropped it! He dropped it in the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. So it will remain a 34-12 game after the 2-point conversion is dropped by the Hunters. That's a case for the receiver, though, where I think you're too wide open. I know you might be thinking, what do you mean too wide open? Well, you've got a lot of time to think about that ball while it comes to you. You're open, you're excited, you know you're open. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get the ball. And then you've got so much time between that ball the quarterback looking at you, and then the ball getting to you in the air, and then by the time it gets to your hands, you're just thinking too much. I think that might have been the case there for the intended receiver. I don't have his name or number. He's number 81. There's no 81 on the roster. Actually, yes, there is. I apologize. Yes, there is. And that is Ethan Nault. I knew that, too. I had that written down. For my goodness, I apologize. But Ethan Nault dropped that one. So the Hunters will get set to boot this one away. Peterson and Olsen back to return. And the Vikings hoping this return better than the opening kick in the third. As we're set to boot it away. Here's the boot. This one a high wobbling kick. Peterson will take it in cleanly at the 25 to the 30. Bounces it out at the 35. Breaks off a tackle. Holding on for dear life at the 40. Breaks that tackle. Grinding his way out of bounds. Up past the 40-yard line. Bo Peterson on a nice return for the Vikings. Pedersen, excuse me. 43-yard line. Looking for a game ball for North Branch. So ball spotted at the, they're going to put him up at the 45. Okay. Looked like it was 43, but they move it up to the 45, so he was out a lot later than I thought. So here comes the Viking offense, 3:46 to go in the third. Let's see if they can't take all the time off the clock here on this drive and then some in the fourth. This give up to, off to the races there and just taking down London Olsen with a nice carry. Up to the 40 of the Hunters, 15 yards for London Olsen off the right side of the line. Made a nice cutback in the hole up towards the middle of the field, and then he was wrapped up underneath by a Denfeld Hunter player at the 40. But a nice burst there from London Olsen. And again, for the Vikings, should take some time off the clock. There's 10 on the play clock now. See if they try and wait until it's under 5. They will. Robillard takes a snap, under 5 to go on that play clock. They'll give it off to Carter Drill off the left side of the line. He's carrying a defender forward. He's wrapped up and thrown down at the 35. Carter Drill with the 5-yard carry. Make it 2nd and 5. Just under 3 minutes to go. Robillard will bring in the, the play call from the sideline. As they break the huddle, they'll get to the line of scrimmage, which is now sitting at the Denfeld 35-yard line. Robillard under center. He'll give off the right side of the line to London Olson. He's quickly through the hole and not taken down until the 26-yard line. Gain of 9 for London Olson. London Olson to the 26. And another new set of downs for the Vikings. Now, if I'm Coach Voss, I might tell my team, hey, slow it down just a little bit more. We've got too much time left on the clock and the play clock at this point. Slow things down just ever so slightly. See if we can't get all the time off here in the third and then some in the fourth. And not give the ball back to the Hunters. Robillard under center. He'll give it back to Olson. Olson gets through the hole, wrapped up, and then falls forward for a gain of 2 to the 24. Gain of 2 to be second down and 8 for the Vikings. A minute and a half to go in the third. And oh my, play clock just at 20 now, so if you're the Vikings, really slow it down now. And I keep reiterating that because if you go too fast, you keep giving the Hunters a chance to get back on offense and continue to get back into the game. It'll be Robillard trying to keep it on the quarterback sweep, and he will step out of bounds. I think it'll be a loss of 2. Yeah, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 26. It's Robillard. Robillard will just kind of preserve the play on that one. Robillard will take the play in. It's 1:05 left, third and long, though, for the Vikings. That play, unfortunately, not ideal. But they're also in a spot where I think they might go for it on fourth. But now you're in danger of delay a game. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and we got a whistle. And I think now we'll get a timeout here by North Branch. Yep. So the Vikings will call a timeout here. They'll be left with 2 in the half. The Hunters, of course, have 3. All 3 of them. 34-12. The Vikings lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with 1:05 to go. The Vikings call this first timeout. They'll be looking to talk about what they want to do here on this third and long. And again, I think this is a situation where they call the timeout because they're talking in the huddle right now on the field. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to pick up a good chunk on third, go for it on fourth? Do you want to get it here on third and not worry about fourth? What do you want to do offensively? I think that's the conversation right now. Do you take a chance with a pass and try and get it that way? Or do you keep it on the ground, keep the clock rolling, and maybe go for it on fourth and give it back to, if you don't make it, to the Hunters in okay field position? Or do you even try a field goal? I think that's the conversation right now. If I'm the Vikings, though, I'm looking at the clock. I'm saying 1:05 left. Let's try and drain the rest of the clock here in this third quarter. Let's keep the ball on the ground, and let's try and pick up the first down the old-fashioned way. Third and long. Robillard under center. He'll take the snap. They are going to pass. They've got Drill over the middle of the field. He makes a man miss. Breaking a tackle towards the goal line. Touchdown, Vikings! Carter Drill with the reception from Robillard from 27 yards out. It was Carter Drill. The 27-yard touchdown reception, broke one tackle and then ran over a man as he was carrying a defender into the end zone. 40-12 Vikings. Well, they went with the pass and it worked. So they will go for the PAT, and now we've got whistles. And this might be on the Vikings. This might back them up. Yep. So we had a false, on the Vikings. And we'll back them up 5. So make the extra point a little bit more difficult here for Johnson, but he's a confident young man, and he'll be looking to boot this one through. And again, on something like this, confidence is key. Last time they couldn't get it, but hey, you gotta look at your team and say, hey, it's all right. Let's just get it here. We're fine. So it'll be a little bit longer of a PAT attempt. 25 yards. Snap, spot, blocked. And he wasn't even blocked. That's something. That's something that if you're the Vikings that you'll look at and go, whoa, we can't allow that to happen. I mean, the young man who blocked that he wasn't even touched on the play. But then again, you do have 11 against 9 trying to defend. You've got 11 players coming at the holder and kicker versus the 9 that can block them. Because you've got the kicker and holder as the other 2 that can't really block. So 56 seconds to go. The Vikings drive the length of the field again. Get in on a 27-yard pass to Carter Drill for the touchdown to make it 40-12. Now, again, 56 seconds to go. The Hunters scored, I think, in about 2 minutes, 2.5, maybe 3 minutes last drive. That's a pretty quick drive. So if you're the Vikings, you want your defense to make a few more stops, get this drive into the fourth quarter, and then force them to take up time in the fourth. If you're the Vikings, that's what I think you're looking to do here. I mean, ideal situation is you force the turnover, get the ball back for your offense, score again. That's perfect scenario, but ideal is you force the Hunters to take a drive that takes up the rest of the third quarter and into the fourth, take time off the clock, and then get the ball back for your offense, who is just, doing a great job of draining the clock. And here's the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. It is booted, and it will be recovered. And this time he is on it and falls at the 44-yard line. Took off a couple seconds on that clock. Well, the Hunter offense back out on the field. They will spot it actually at the 45, the nose the ball sits. Hunter's back out there. Same formation they've used pretty much all night. They'll give it to Mans, and Mans being patient. Going to try and go outside, and Drill diving at the feet of Mans. And that's a play we're telling you guys to get out on the edge a little bit more. They just couldn't get out there fast enough, as Tay Mans with a carry of about 8 on that one. And the Hunters are going to come to the line a little bit quicker as Mans did get out of bounds. It'll be second down and 2. 2 receivers in the formation, 1 on each side. Mans is going to get the carry again off the right side of the line this time. He's wrapped up, driving forward, spun around. He gets to the 44-yard line. It's getting a 3, and it'll be first down. So new set it down for the Hunters, but that clock will run as soon as now. Hunters, I would be aware if I'm the Vikings of a pass play here. Takes the snap, it will be. They're going to look to go deep. They've got a man, but it is caught by the tight end for 8 yards. Tight end that time, number 87, Messel. So it'll be second down and 2 for the Hunters. At halftime up there. And that's going to be the game. Third quarter. So end of the third quarter, the Vikings lead 40-12. And we'll be set for the fourth quarter of action once we return from a word from our fine sponsors here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Some things you just have to chalk up to good genetics. It's genetics that give cattle a competitive edge, and it's Case IH equipment that helps you get the most out of your livestock operation. Case IH has a bloodline with generations of innovation, and whether you're driving a Farmall, Maxim, or Puma, Case IH tractors get the job done. Stop by your local dealer and discover the full range of Case IH tractors and hay tools.
See Baraboo Implement in Rice Lake and St. Croix Falls.
Halftime up there at Rush City, it's 14-0 Tigers on top of Aiken. I want to get that in, talking about halftime. We'll get a score update here from Mora. They are hosting Pine City for their homecoming. So here we go. Hunters will now switch. They'll go left to right. Vikings right to left. They'll fake it. They'll look for a pass. They've got a man deep. Can the quarterback get it down there? No, it's going to get out of bounds. Peterson and Roblard on the coverage. Incomplete for Brooks. Lee Brooks. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. So for the Vikings coverage, not great there on that one. Roblard did get over top to get there in time, but if I'm the Vikings now, I'm telling my DBs, hey, look for a pass here because we're going to have to stay focused because it looks like they're going to be passing. They'll give it to Mans off the left sideline, being patient. He's going to bounce it out. No, back inside. Breaks off the tackle of Drill, then wrapped up by a couple of Viking defenders. He did pick up the first down. Gain of about 5 to the 31. So first down for the Hunters at the 31. Brooks will take the snap. He'll give it up the middle to Mans. Mans being patient. Bounce, cut, and finally taken down at the 25. Gain of about 5. Another gain of 5. Gain of 6, we'll call it. 2nd down and 4 for the Hunters. They will give it this time not to Mans, but instead to number 30. They'll give it to Jack King. And Jack King up to about the 21. Gain of 4 and a new set of downs.
Gain of 4 yards and a first down.
Actually, they'll spot at the 21, but still a gain of 4 and a first down for the Hunters. Under 11 minutes here in the 4th. Brooks in the gun, takes the snap, and he'll give to Mans. Mans plowing forward, driving through defenders, carrying a couple inside the 20 to about the, looks like 14. Gain of 7. Ball will be spotted inside the Roddy Motors red zone after that gain of 7 yards by Mans. And back to Mans. This time he's nearly wrapped up in the backfield, and then he will be. Minky and company in there for the stop. Back at the 21-yard line. Loss of about 2 or 3 yards. So we 3rd down and medium now for the Hunters. And again, if I'm North Branch, I'm watching for a pass here. 9.5 minutes to go in the 4th. They'll fake the give to Mans. Brooks will have it himself. He gets past one defender. Now trying to spin around Peterson. Pedersen makes the stop at the 15. Maybe not even. I think he maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain for Lee Brooks. Pedersen on the stop. It'll be 4th down. Ball spotted at the, I can't tell if that's 15 or 16. Looks like the 15. And Hunters will obviously go for it here. Under 9 minutes to go. Hunters will go for it, and here I'm watching for a pass, maybe a roll out again by the quarterback. No, he'll take the snap, he'll look, he's got a man over the middle. Intercepted by Robillard! And Jacob Robillard with the interception in the end zone. Jacob Robillard, zone coverage in the end zone, picked it off. And the ball will go back to North Branch on their own 20. 8:35 to go. Robillard will get the offense back out onto the field. 8:35 to go. Rollard under center. He'll give up the middle. And this is London. No, excuse me, that's number 10. He is off to the races. He's got some speed, and he's finally taken down inside Denfeld territory. That is number 10, Dooley Beaver. Woo-hoo! Dooley Beaver on the carry. From the 20 to the Denfeld 34. "46-yard run there by Dooley Beaver. And a new set of downs for the Vikings inside Denfeld territory. They're going to give it back to Beaver. Why not? He's got room. He's got more. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Dooley Beaver from 34 yards out scores. And the Vikings extend their lead 46-12. So the Vikings add on to their lead. Dooley Beaver, 2 carries, 80 yards. Touchdown, Vikings. So the Vikings will go for the PAT. Chaz Johnson lining it up. Snap, spot, down, kick is up, and this one is good. 47-12, the Vikings extend their lead with 7:52 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The Vikings lead here on homecoming. Again, we've got the fireworks. The local fire department's got a few engines out here to throw their sirens on after a touchdown. Very cool. Again, they go all out for homecoming. But Dooley Beaver using that speed down the sideline on his first carry, 46 yards. Then his second carry went for 34 off the left side. Made one defender miss at about the 15 and took it the rest of the way. (47-12). The Vikings will get set to kick it away on the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. .80-yard touchdown drive. As it's Mans and Bergner back to receive for the Hunters on this Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Vikings 80 yards, 2 plays, touchdown. Ball came off the tee there for Chaz Johnson. So he'll set it up again. And here's the boot. This one going to be a further kick. That's going to go down the field. It's going to roll. It's going to stay in bounds inside the 10. Denfeld in some trouble, but Bergner breaking off one, breaking off another to the 30, to the 25. Excuse me, that was 25. Oh, no, Mans is down. Mans is down. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. That is so sad to see. Mans is down, and at this point it looks like a cramp, so that's good. I mean, you never want to see anybody injured, but glad it's a cramp and nothing more. Good return, though, by Bergner. After that one bounced and rolled and tumbled into the 9, he picked it up and got it all the way to the 25. But again, Tay Mans down on the far side near his own sideline. They were stretching him out initially, but he's not up yet. Looks like they're still stretching him out, though. Hopefully that's the case. Again, I just never want to see anybody get hurt. Hate that. Meanwhile, while they take a quick glance at him, well, excuse me. So Mans is up, thankfully. He is up. I was going to say, while we have a moment, we'll take a look at some scores around the local listening area. Over on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, Mora leads the Dragons 28-0. They're at half. Hunters come out. Oh, look, Brooks will give it up to, I think that's Bergner, and Bergner will get a quick 5 to the 30, give him 6 to the 31. Second down and 4 for the Hunters. Gun formation, single back, receiver on each side, 2 on the left, excuse me. Brooks will give this one up the middle to Bergner. He's going to bounce it out to the left side and taken down by Dooley Beaver at about the, well, they're going to spot it at the 44, gain of 13 for Bergner. Under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Vikings lead 47-12 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Hunters come to the line, except North Branch going to get a chance to tie their cleat. One of the players trying to tie his cleat. Now he gets into position. Brooks will give it off to Bergner. Bergner up the middle, makes a man miss, cuts it back to the left side. Bergner makes another man miss before he's pushed out of bounds. Taken out inside Viking territory at the 42. 14 yards for him. Spot at the 43. First down and 10 for the Hunters inside North Branch territory. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Hunters. Brooks will give it off to Bergner again off the right side of the line. And he's going to be taken down by Minke after a pickup of about 2. Well, they'll actually only give him a yard. It's gain of 1 for Bergner. Second down and 9 for the Hunters. Under 5.5 to go here in the fourth. Fans still out in full force here at North Branch Vikings homecoming. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tight end on the left as well. They give this time to Thomas, Elijah Thomas. He is tripped up right at the 41. No gain for him. And that'll bring up third down and 8. Maybe 7. Closer to 8, though. So the Hunters come out, third down and +5. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Bergner in the backfield to the left of the quarterback, Brooks. They'll hand it off to Bergner, and he is wrapped up quickly at the 39-yard line, gain of 2. And that'll bring up fourth down and about 6. Fourth down and 6, no doubt guessing the Hunters will go for it. Tay Mans is going to check back into the game with about 4 minutes to go. Trying to get him as many yards as they can. He's having a fantastic season. So we'll have 2 receivers left, 1 right. Mans in the backfield to the right of Brooks. I'm guessing he'll get the ball here in some sort of fashion. They wouldn't just put him out there as a decoy, especially after getting hurt like that. He will come out, he'll cut back, and he is wrapped up, taken down, no gain. Turnover on downs. So turnover on downs. That will give the ball back here to the Vikings. They're up by 35. That means running clock. 3.5 minutes to go, and the Vikings on their way to a victory here on homecoming night. Turnover on downs on that drive for the Hunters. So again, the clock will roll as the Vikings up by 35. There's 16 seconds now. They'll have to get out. Hopefully they've called a play in their huddle. And looks like we will see a new quarterback for them. That is number 15. That's going to be Ethan Thorson. With 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and they do get the ball off. To Dooley Beaver, no gain. In fact, he'll go backwards. Thorson at the quarterback spot now. But Dooley Beaver goes backwards by about a yard. Clock will continue to roll under 2.5 minutes now on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, as Thorson will bring out the play call to his offense. Thorson under center takes the snap. He'll give it on the right side here to London Olson. London Olson weaving his way through traffic, cuts it back to the right and falls forward and taken down at the 45. Gain of 7 for London Olson. That'll make it 3rd down and about 5 to go. As we dip under 2 minutes left here, the Vikings obviously will not snap the ball until about 5 seconds left on that play clock. So here comes Thorson with the play call from the sideline. Still got 10 seconds, so they can take their time here. 7, 6, 5. There goes Thorson under center. Snap the ball. And he'll give it again to Olson. Olson will pick up the 1st down, and he's tripped up at the 47. 7 for London Olson, another 7. And a new set of downs, and that should be it. Vikings will just drain the rest of the clock, and they will have a homecoming night victory. Here come the Vikings again. 2 kneel downs, and that should do it. Yeah, I think they'll have to kneel it twice. But that should be it. There's 1 kneel down. And that's it. That is it. The Vikings are going to get the victory here tonight, 47-12. We'll have fireworks in the postgame. We're going to have fireworks in the postgame here. We'll make sure to not blow your eardrums out. So the North Branch Vikings get the victory here tonight, 47-12 over the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. We'll take a commercial break here. A word from our fine sponsor. We'll be back for the recap here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
If aches and pains are holding you back, Wellia Health is here to assist you. Our sports medicine team is dedicated to getting you back to your passions. With extensive experience and expertise, we specialize in managing concussions, a worry for both young athletes and adults. Whatever the injury, let's get you back in action with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or conveniently schedule through your MyChart account. Visit welliahealth.org for more information.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Hones Auto Body and Glass has 43 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones, They'll fix you up right.
Hey there, Matt Winsan, CEO of Burnett Dairy Cooperatives. Everybody knows that there are great places to play in northwest Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work too? At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we employ our local communities within 5 counties from our Grantsburg location. We offer competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and great benefits, and you will have the opportunity to grow within our herd. Lots of opportunities to grow. Come be a part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com, click on the Careers tab.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Exhale slowly, letting any tension leave your body. Breathe in deeply as you stretch every fiber of your soul.
This woman's gonna kill me.
I know, and she's so boring.
Now, lift your back.
I'd rather have the WCMP deals guy leading this class.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, grab a 5-bird pheasant hunt from Wings North for only $200. That's a $50 savings. Or sighting a rifle for just $10. Breathe.
WCMPradio.com/deals. Slowly now. WCMPradio.com/deals.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors have your next pre-owned vehicle. Vehicles of all makes and models, and vehicles priced to move. Roddy Motors in Mora can also get you financed on site. Or, if you've got a vehicle to sell, Roddy offers consignment too. Yep, they'll help you sell your quality pre-owned vehicle. The 2-time winner of the Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County. That's what you call a repeat champ. When you need a quality vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or RoddyMotors.com. RODDY Motors.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
What a game here by the Vikings of North Branch. Fantastic win on homecoming night. They beat the Duluth Denfeld Hunters 47-12 to move to 4-1 on the season and to the top of their section. They'll only move up in the standings. Now they were ranked 8th in the state, but they will certainly be moving up in the rankings here in Class 4A. For the Hunters, they were held is a strong word, but they had 312 yards of offense, 36 carries, 237 yards. Their quarterback, Brooks, was 7 for 11, 75 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Tay Mans led the team, obviously, with 23 carries, 175 yards, and a touchdown. On the other side, for the Vikings, 47 carries, this is nuts, 501 yards rushing. Let me say that again. 47 carries, 501 yards rushing. They had 1 pass from Robillard to Drill for the 27-yard touchdown for a total of 528 yards of offense and 7 touchdowns. Robillard had the interception here in the end zone in the third that ended a promising Hunter drive. And the 2 turnovers proved to be key. I mean, what a victory here tonight for the Vikings. just a big victory, and that will certainly help with their confidence going forward as they look to get back to state once again this year. As they beat the top team in their section, they look to keep that going and continue their winning streak here as we go along in the season. For the Vikings, it's 4-1 on the year, 4-1, and they will finish at 4-1 here this week. Next week for them, they get back to it. Yeah, it's not over for North Branch. They've still got to play some games. So, for the Vikings, they will continue to play games as we go forward. As I try to buy time because, of course, the computer wants to be slow. So I try to get it pulled up. But next week, they will have more football coming your way. I believe they're on the road. Maybe not. Maybe they're at home. We'll see. We'll wait and see. Give me just a moment. All right, yes, they are on the road. They will travel up to Grand Rapids. That will be another good game there between them and Grand Rapids. So they'll be up in Grand Rapids next week. The week after that, they'll travel to Duluth East, and then they'll finish it at home against Cloquet. For us, well, we've got two other games on the airwaves right now. We've got Mora hosting Pine City. Pine City scored, by the way. Pine City finally scored. They got on the board. Good for them. And then over, now going to come on this station, but on our YouTube channel, WCMP Sports 2, it is Rush City hosting Aiken. We'll get that game on this channel here shortly. But again, the Vikings get the victory here over the Hunters, 47-12. Move to 4-1 and a first place in their section. Remember to stay tuned to our morning shows right here on KBK with Rockin' Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30, and over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45 to catch your local sports update. We'll talk about this game that we've covered and other games that we've covered and all the other games in our local listening area, plus regional and national sports as well. Plus, don't forget to check our websites out, kbk.com, wcmpradio.com, as well as our social medias, both of our Facebook pages for KBK and WCMP, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports, interviews, LOI signings, breaking sports news, coaches leaving, coaches being hired, player interviews, all things sports that you can think of will be on our websites and our social media, so stay tuned to those. If you're listening to this on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Very important. We just hit our 1,000 subscribers, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way, anytime that this channel goes live with a local sporting event, you will be notified, and then all you have to do is click the notification, and it will take you right to the live video or audio, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. Well, tonight the Vikings get the victory over the Hunters, 47-12, and move to 4-1 as they get the victory on homecoming night. Again, they'll be up in Grand Rapids next week. The week after, they'll be in Duluth East, and then wrap it up at home against Cloquet. I want to thank all of you who tuned in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you all tuning in. It means a lot to me. Of course, you give me a job to do, so I appreciate that. Also want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. We appreciate all of the fine sponsors that we get for not just this game, but all the games that come across our airwaves. Of course, again, remember to tune in to the morning shows, our websites, and our social medias for all things local sports. And remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone's going through, and your kindness could really make their day. It could change their mood. It could change their outlook on that day, on that week. So just be sure to be kind to everyone. We need more kindness in today's world. It costs nothing to be kind. The final once again on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, the North Branch Vikings beat the Duluth Denfeld Hunters 47-12 on homecoming night. For Nice 95.5 FM, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. Coming up here right after we finish off this game, the Rush City Tigers hosting Aiken will be on the airwaves, so stay tuned for that. But again, for Nice 95.5 KBK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. Rush City and Aiken coming your way.